Metadata is information applied to describe any item in a catalog. And this is a term that's used for both traditional cataloging and classification systems, and also recent efforts to systematically catalog the contents of the internet using what are called tags. In the 1990s, a group called the Dublin Core Metadata Standards created a system for describing internet materials, and these were specific tags that were coded into web documents used to describe the intellectual contents of the item, and also incorporated traditional cataloging elements such as Library of Congress subject headings. And this was an effort to create a more standardized means for describing items on the internet, and in that way they could be incorporated into library catalogs. Through creating these tags, it allowed materials from the internet to be integrated into library catalogs. And this process of tagging is something that most of us do when we are tagging our pictures on Flickr or on Facebook. That is when we are applying descriptive terms to electronic resources, which are then used by search engines to locate and retrieve information. And an example of tagging is here on LibraryThing, which is a Web 2.0 application. LibraryThing, if you've not used it before, is an excellent way if you have a large collection of print materials in your classroom or at your home. It allows people to organize and share their book collections. And every time a book is entered into LibraryThing, there is a tag that's generated, and this tag cloud shows the nature of the bibliographic universe of LibraryThing. The larger the word, the more time that tag has been used to describe an item, and also the more items might be part of the LibraryThing bibliographic universe. So this could be an example of what the future of the bibliographic universe will look like, something more like LibraryThing than what you might see in a library catalog. And this is the end of Module 1. We will be discussing more of these concepts and doing activities related to this module during the Module 1 part of the course. There's resources in the Module 1 folder for you to look at, and then post your discussions questions to the discussion board. Thank you very much for listening, and I will interact with you more online.